Welcome to Performance Firearms channel. I'm John Rodriguez, and today we're going to be talking about what pistols are suited better for competition, whether it be the Glock or strike fire pistols or the 2011 style pistols. All right, so first of all, let's get the YouTube safety out of the way. No ammo on the mags. Been visually inspected. Camera down. And guns are safe. With that being said, let's go ahead and get this video going. I got some notes here, just to quick touch up on the laptop. Let's start with the Glocks. All right, so the Glocks I recommend for any beginner or intermediate shooter shooting primarily 3-gun or 2-gun comps where you're dumping the gun into the buckets. That's what I recommend. Any Glock or any strike fire pistol, XD, Springfield, MMP, anything like that. The 2011 style pistols I recommend for any advanced shooter that is shooting 3-gun or any intermediate or advanced shooter that is shooting USPSA or type comps that you don't tend to dump your gun. The reason I say that is because a beginner shooter with a 2011 in a 3-gun competition, you run the risk of you DQing or occurring a high penalty for the safety getting knocked off when it's dumped into a barrel are extremely high. It happens to some pros. It's happened. It's just something that happens, and you run that risk. That's why a lot of people will have that tendency of clearing the gun before they dump it, so they know they're not getting a DQ. And that's why I recommend that for only advanced shooters in 3-gun, and then a beginner shooter in USPSA isn't really going to start off in the limited division, which is what this is. They're going to start off mostly production. It's cheaper to get into than that, and that's what I recommend. Now, getting onto the pistol on why one is better than the other, why one is suited better than the other for competition, it goes down to what handles recoil better, what has a lighter trigger pull, and pretty much what is more accurate. Glocks are accurate. You will never be able to outshoot this gun. If you put it in a vise, it'll be more accurate than you are. The problem with that is that since the tolerances are a lot looser, it is harder for you as an individual to shoot this gun to its full potential. It pretty much, you have to work twice as hard to get this gun to shoot accurately. It's accurate itself. What I'm trying to say is pretty much, yes, there's guys out there that say you'll never outshoot this gun. That is correct, but you'll have to work harder to get its true potential out of it than a 2011. The 2011 is a heavier firearm, so handles recoil a lot easier. Pretty much the tolerances are normally tighter, and the triggers are normally better because they are single action. So basically, trigger, and they're reliable. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a light trigger on a Glock. What I'm saying is reliability. Everyone's had a Glock that has a light trigger that occasionally gets light primer strikes. And the reason for that being is the components that you need to change on a Glock to make it, that light 2-pound, under 2-pound trigger, is messing with the actual springs that drive the striker to the primer. I've had lighter strikers. There's been theories out there. You put a lighter striker, you can put a lighter thing. I've broken every light striker fire, every striker that I've put in here. I tend to run just the stock striker, the stock striker spring, and then I put the 6-pound trigger housing spring back here, and that gives me about 2 3/4 pound trigger. It's a little heavier, but it's reliable. For this one, this is a Rock Island, so it's a Para Ordnance clone. Para Ordnance got bought out by Remington, so if you find a Para, pretty difficult to come by these days. I know Remington was gonna release it. I saw, what was it, 2017 SHOT Show. I went by their booth. They had Thomas Tomasi line that was amazing and around $1,600. So, but I haven't been able to find them anywhere else. These guns, the triggers, this one's a pound and a half. It's reliable. It is the gun to go with. It's just easier to shoot. And it's hard for me to say that, being a huge Glock fan. I started out with Glock. It was the first pistol I ever shot. I ran Glock for almost 12 years. I didn't want to touch anything else. I was into Glock. You know, even when the MMPs came out and a lot of my friends were switching over, oh, the MMP is such better. I was so a Glock fan that I was like, I'm not changing. So it's really hard for me to say that, you know, this gun, it's proven over the last 3 years that I can shoot this gun faster, more accurate, than this gun. All right, so guys, just to make it a short video, if you are a beginner shooter, Glock. If you are a intermediate to advanced shooter, 2011, that's just the way to go. There are other guns out there. You know, just shoot what you like and what you're good at. Remember, you got to train hard. You got to do a lot of dry fire practice to get familiar with these firearms. And that's pretty much it. These are just my opinions. There's going to be a bunch of debate on them, but that's what works for me. So you got to do what works for you guys, and have a good weekend. Happy Thanksgiving, since Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and I'll see you at the range.
Stand by.
You gotta see drum brown. Every time you start, you want to start doing the same.
Big one.